Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the channel, man. If it's your first time, like, share, subscribe. Just on here kicking it. I'm solo with you today. Uh, Probably have somebody tap in a little bit, but man, I wanted to today. I want to talk about group economics, particularly, of course, black. Group economics, and just you know, talk about is, but we can't come together and put our dollars, put our dollar bill together and to advance us. Like how come the Hispanic culture, they can put money in as a family, and of course, you have the whites. They team up, and it just seems like it just seems like the we can't put our money together. I also feel like a lot of times it's because not everybody wants to be a Indian. Everybody wants to be a chief, and you got to be willing to, you got to be willing to share the spotlight. Me personally, I'm not somebody that needs the spotlight. I don't mind playing the background as long as we get to the destination. So I can be a silent partner. I can be a laid back, behind the scene type of person. But mostly, um, there's a big lack in trust. You know, you can't trust. Just for example, you got the Hispanic family. They'll bring in a whole nother Hispanic family, the husband, the wife, kids, and they have two whole families living in one house. And they get along, they'll work together, they'll pay the bills, they'll do that until they pay for that house, and then they'll go off and buy another house, and then that family gets that one. And they'll just keep doing that over and over again. You know what I mean? But we as blacks, we don't do that. We don't even when when our kids turn 18 years old, they're getting out the house. It's almost like it's in our culture to be that way. Like, once you get 18, man, you either going to school or you gonna be out on your own. So I think we can learn something from different cultures on stuff like that. Like we shouldn't be so hasty to send our kids out there into the real world. And honestly, they with this new 2024, the way everything is with the market, the money, the just living on your own, it's going to be a lot harder for our kids to get out there and do it, than it was for us. But like I said, there's a lack in trust. There's not a whole lot of black on black unity, and even for example, even and it's a sad that we have this stain on us as a people because I know a lot of people, black people, that at some point you decided, hey, I need a mechanic, or I need a plumber, or I need an AC repair dude, or I need this and I need that, and I'm gonna go try to find a black man to do this so I can put that money in his pocket. And we all have a story of how that didn't turn out well. How, oh man, that brother tried to rip me off. Oh man, and it's gotten so bad that you hear us now like, oh no, I'm trying to find a Hispanic dude that'll do it. I need a Mexican. I don't want no brother. You know what I'm saying? The experience has been so bad with that. And that's pretty sad. But it's true what they say: united we stand, divided we fall. And I feel like the powers that be have mastered dividing us. They've been doing it for 400 plus years, so they got it down now. They got us divided. We're on autopilot when it comes to being divided. Like, they don't have to do nothing. They've done enough, and that's another story. But it's true. But yeah, we're behind in so many ways. We're undereducated, underinformed. We pass down what we were taught. even if what we were taught wasn't right, we passed that down to our kids. So now that's continuing to go on for another generation to be taught wrong. So I feel like as it's important that we really try to change and change the generation. Like I even had a conversation with someone, an older lady and black lady, and she was talking about getting life insurance, and she was talking about getting enough for her kids to put in the ground. And I was like, why wouldn't you get like the max? I'm not saying get $1 million, but I'm saying get what you can afford because that's how you create. That's one way to create or to pass down generational wealth. You know, not saying that you should die and somebody should get rich, but you're gonna die and somebody's gonna get a check for it. So why leave a check for $10,000 that they're gonna spend most of that burying you when you can leave a check for $250,000? That'll help. Money doesn't fix it, but it'll help. You know, if I got to sit around being sad and depressed, I'd rather sit around being sad and depressed with $250,000 than you know $2,000-3,000 that I'm gonna pay bills with. But that's one way I think as black people we can come together. But I come from a pretty big family, and I always tell my sister like I'm like you know it's kind of crazy that we can't come together like five adults in the family can't come together, put our put our resources together, put our money together, put our credit together. You know, get some start some kind of business together, and everybody's trying to get in real estate and passive income and apartments and things like that. But I don't care what we do. We can open a fried fish, fried chicken shack. Just come together and do it. Um, but if you got five friends, say if you can look and say I got five best friends or I got three best friends, and y'all all doing pretty well on your own. Just imagine what you could do if you came together. But people don't come together because of the lack of trust. Like, again, who's going to be in charge? Who's going to be the chief, and who's going to be the Indians? That I think that's a big concern. But yeah, group group economics, man. Putting your money together in a group collectively. Coming up with a plan. You can outsource the plan. Let somebody that's not that doesn't have not that didn't put in on it. Let them, you know, lead it. Get a professional. Go. It's not hard to do, man. Everybody has decent credit. Everybody puts up a little bit of money. Y'all get a LLC. Go get a CPA. Come with a business plan. You can get a loan. Usually if you get a loan, you just have to put down a certain percentage on whatever the project is going to be. You can start flipping houses, um, or find out what it is. Find out what it is you guys can do collectively. Whether, like I say, whether it's opening up a chicken shack or a fish spot, or got to be other things other than basketball and football and things like that. Having those high hopes of being a rapper or just being getting rich. Everybody has this. I want to get rich. My son's gonna be a famous rapper. He's gonna be a football. It's always on the male. It's always on the male back. It's always up to the boy to make it. He got to be a football player. He got to be a basketball player. The women, pretty much, it seems that in the black culture, they're sad to say, but if the guy, if the dude isn't out there and he's not doing none of that, he's gonna try to make it a whole different way. Yeah, he usually end up in the streets. And in 2024, it seems like the girls are in the streets, but they're not hustling.